Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Wow. Now I said I maybe wasn't going to do any videos while Donna's trial was going underway, but I mean we now that it's got a continuum now, and we're all of us are in not in panic mode, but we were shocked. Now, before I went to bed last night, I was going to do just a very small thing about this. And I started doing this just a little bit of a video, which I thought I might do, to cover the weekend after the opening speeches have been made. And I thought, and this is based on a thing that I call co-conspirator number 8. So you're familiar with the 7 that are co-conspirators that have been named. Obviously, the 4 members of the Adelson family, the hitmen, and the go-between. But we're going to explore with this one the co-conspirator number 8. Now, you would have seen in a lot of the trials, you would have seen this mock-up that the prosecution did, showing Wendi Adelson, the relationship between her and her ex-spouse, obviously the victim, Dan Markel. Then we've got the relationship, the daughter-mother relationship, the mother-son relationship, the father-son relationship. I mean, really, we should go Donna to Harvey as well, because that's obviously a big relationship. We've got Charlie down to the ex-girlfriend, Catherine McBanoa, or Magbanua, or how did Yindra say it? Magbanua. Over to Sigfredo Tudo Garcia, the Katie's on again, off again, the baby daddy, I think they call him, and then his best mate. We've got down the bottom, we've got Luis Rivera or Tato, and both of them, the relationship to, well, I hesitate to say relationship, but their involvement with Dan Markel, obviously the murder itself. So this one was created by the prosecution, as you can see, that was used in one of the trials to highlight the relationship between everyone, the co-conspirators, and the relationship to the victim. There were various ones that were used, obviously, in that board, and also ones projected onto big screen, as shown here with Georgia Kappelman, obviously looking confused about maybe saying, how will these people know each other? Then we've got the board that was created by the defense team in Katie's trial. You can see that they've really distanced her from both the family and also the hitmen. As you can see, Chris DeCoste brought this up as much as they're going to say, hey, I mean, look, they're not even close to each other. So, I mean, how can she be part of this? I think this might have been the first trial. It could have been the one where she was acquitted. There's also ones made where that showed the phone numbers. I think this was done by the prosecution as well. I found this screenshot showing again the phone numbers. This is a screenshot from a computer. I don't know who is, who it's from, but I thought I'd include it anyway. Of course, the media got in on the act and created their own one. So this one's one from WCTV that I found online. And of course, our friends Court TV, who are, big on this case and have done a lot of work, showing the connections and having, some of the voices, some of the YouTubers on their channel. Obviously, it's a relationship between SDS, Joel, and I think he was just on Vinny's show the other day, and Vinny was on his, and I know that Carl Steinberg has been on there regularly. You've got Tim's always on there, so there's the relationship there. And of course, the wonderful Fancy Fiction, creating her own one, much more graphic than everyone else. Absolutely fantastic work that she does. I really jealous of some of the stuff that she does. But I think she's got a little bit more time on her hands than what I have. So, and this is her life. And kudos to her. Absolutely. If you don't follow her, you should. If you're not a member of her Patreon, become a member. Honestly, it is worth following Fancy Fiction. She gets all the inside scoops. And back to the original one that's created by the prosecution. They always have Dan in there as the victim. But this is as much as it's about his murder, the trial, and who the guilty are. It's about the 7 people that were involved. These 7 people, as well as now the person that I call co-conspirator number 8. Dun, 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 co-conspirator number 8. So who is it? Well, what I did before we go on and before I reveal it, it's like I'm going to go, we'll be back after this break and I'll reveal it. What I did, I thought I'd create my own one. Modernized it using there's Katie's new photo from when she was checking into Leon County Jail. And I've used some other photos, keeping ones that I'm sure that you would have recognized from the internet whenever you search these people's names or search about the case. Now I'm just going to get rid of Dan. Not that it's not forgetting about Dan, because this is all about, and as I always say, this is a Justice for Dan channel. This is what it's all about. It's about getting justice for him. But let's just have a look at those 7 people who are already behind bars or awaiting their trial and awaiting being arrested. And we now that we got rid of Dan, let's bring in the 8th person. Yes, it's another Dan. It's Daniel Rashbaum. Look, it was explosive what he did. I've got my theories about why he did what he did. I know that everyone, like right now, I just left a live from Carl. I know that Joel will be talking about it. I know that, is it Pete, the lawyer, has been talking about it. Everyone's going to be talking about it. Brother Counsel, haven't got you, everyone's going to be talking about it. I've got my theories. I just thought I'd just have a little bit of extra time and think about it before I produce something. Now I'm going to put Daniel back down here because now that we know that he's not part of the, he can't be with Donna, he certainly can't be with Harvey. That won't happen should Harvey be arrested. I put him up next to Harvey originally on this because I think that Daniel may have actually been Harvey's white collar lawyer or attorney before he became Donna's criminal attorney. So I'm going to put him down here because we know that he's, in this whole scheme of things, that he was Charlie's lawyer. And we can't forget Katie's team, Tara Kawas and Krista Koss. They're part of this. Now, I'm not going to call them co-conspirators. They did what they did. I think that they derailed a lot of it because of the fact that they didn't allow Katie to explore. As much as they say they should have really got her to explore that immunity and just give everyone up. We know that she's got the information. She has to have the information. She just should have given everyone up and just turned on everyone else. That's what she should have done. And they're just as complicit in it, And of course, we can't forget about when Wendi does get arrested. She's currently got John Lauro as her lawyer. Who knows, whether he'll still be a lawyer, whether he'll be defending Trump in something, or, who knows? We'll have to see what happens. Who knows after Donna has to pay all these legal fees, whether there's going to be any money left. But to be able to keep someone like John on board. So let's see how that goes. But to put him in there because he's all part of this now. And so who can we finish off, as Daniel would say, Dan Rashbaum, the puzzle pieces? Who we're going to have? Is it going to be a photocopy, a clone of Daniel Rashbaum? We already know that he brought in Alex Morris to do co-counsel. And now Alex Morris has found himself as lead counsel in this case. He had an interview today afterwards, and he was asked whether there could be appeals or anything like that. When asked the question about appeals, he came back with what he thought was the funniest thing. Oh, you never know. Miss Kappelman says, stay tuned, right? And he had the biggest laugh. I just caught him in this screenshot just before he burst himself into laughter. Because they said, oh, we don't remember saying that. He said, oh, no. No, that was from like the last one. Just goes to show that the lawyers are watching everything. They're watching potentially deep dive true crime, mental lawyers one. I think he might have been the one that asked the question. I think that one might have come from the Tallahassee Democrats video, but I think he was the one who asked the question, where to now, when she said, stay tuned. But there we go. We've got 8 involved with this. It's dragging on. We're getting so many more. Daniel, obviously not part of the murder. I'm not saying for any way, shape, or form was he part of this. But we know that, for example, we've heard on the wiretaps that it was him who said about the possibility of the escape. So he just seems complicit in a lot of the things that he's doing. I feel that this was a drop of bomb. I mean, right now we should be talking about day 1 of jury selection. We shouldn't be talking about a continuance that's going to be going with another hearing on the 15th of October or October 15 for my American friends. And then a trial which may happen in December, could go through to January, maybe even a start date of February now we're looking at. All of these delays, this just gives us a delay for the rest of Wendi. It gives the delay for the rest of Harvey. It just pushes things out. This is not good for the Markel family. This is not good for Dan Markel getting justice for him. Now, of course, when I was creating this, I sort of was looking at some of the screens, and I'm sure by now maybe some others have thought about this. What does this remind you of? It's the Adel bunch. Except, unlike the Blended Family, the sitcom, we didn't get that the comedy. Although we did hear George Kappelman the other day do the Wendi, Wendi, Wendi. No, Wendi, 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 like the Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. It all just ties in, I guess. But let's bring it all back to who we can never forget about. As I've said, I've cut him out of some of these ones just to focus on those involved with his murder. But Dan, you're going to get justice. I know we've got another delay, but right now you are going to get justice. Justice will be done. As I created a meme last night, when I took a screenshot, just as I was about to go to bed, because it was getting close to midnight when the case was starting for me, and I did a meme and I said, who doesn't play games? Like, innocent people don't play games. The guilty play games. That's what it's all about. All these delays. This is done by guilty people. Sacking lawyers. Like Sarah Boone, or trying to defend themselves. Darryl Brooks. People like that. That's what it's. Those are the people that they've just got guilt written all over their face, and they just want to delay. They just want to delay. But you're going to get the justice. You're going to get it. Yeah, Dan will get justice no matter what. Like, we've got Donna back in jail. We've got Donna in tears. We've got Daniel Rushbaum, running away. And as he said on the hot mic, and you got to listen to Jay's video where he talks about, where he shared it both on, I think, on Instagram and also on his YouTube channel. There's a thing where you can hear Daniel Rushbaum talking about, he's worried about how this affects his the bar. Could he be disbarred? I mean, potentially. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. But who knows? Well, I'm sure, you're going to be checking out everyone. As I said, Carl's doing a live as I speak right now. Of course, when I upload this, he won't be. I know that Roberta would be doing something. Society page, looking forward to seeing what you make of this. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm very disappointed about what happened. I was hoping for justice to happen, this side of Halloween. Now hoping this side of Hanukkah, this side of Christmas, this side of New Year's Eve, with it going out potentially to February. Let's hope for it this side of Valentine's Day. Because I don't think I want Wendi out there with the possibility of having a date on that night. She doesn't deserve it. Dan doesn't deserve this. Until we speak again, like, subscribe, comment your feelings. I don't know. For those people who say that my videos drag on, I'm sorry. This is just me thinking about how things are. This case has grabbed me like no case ever before, and I just want to say stuff about it. So, yeah, like and subscribe, and stick around if you want. Keep watching my videos. If not, thanks for watching this one, and until we meet again, see you later.